You are going to learn how to get clear skin in this video. This is what I used to look like before. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that I had the worst acne. I know there's a lot of people out there who have worse acne. However, if you could see, I used to get these big ass pimples on my face and it would make me so insecure. I would literally hate going into school or work. I would avoid giving people eye contact because I would literally just hate the way my face looked. I was so insecure, unconfident in myself. And no one really tells you about the mental issues that having bad skin gives you. However, I tried everything possible to get clear skin. I went to the dermatologist, all of these things that the online skincare gurus say, all the doctors, the dermatologists, and nothing worked. Quite literally, nothing worked. I spent hundreds and thousands of dollars on skincare, and nothing worked. In this video, I'm going to show you the 2 changes that I made that took me from this to this. Clear skin, never have to worry about getting another big pimple again, never have to worry about getting a random breakout on an important day, whatever it's going to be. This video is the last video that you will need to watch to have clear skin for the rest of your life. The first thing that you need to worry about is your diet. A lot of dermatologists will sit there and tell you straight to your face, look you in your eyes and tell you straight to your face that diet has absolutely nothing to do with skincare. But when you take a deeper look, you realize that your skin is your largest organ. And just like how when you eat unhealthy, other parts of your body become unhealthy, is the same way for your skin. When you eat garbage, you're going to break out, you're going to get acne. So here's what you need to avoid. You need to avoid anything that is processed, first of all. All of the stuff in the grocery stores. When you walk into a Kroger, you see 90 to 99% filled with just BS, sugar, artificial seed oils. You have to realize that this stuff is going to destroy your skin. Sugar especially. When you have more sugar, you are going to break out more. And there's sugar in basically everything these days. Literally, ketchup has a lot of sugar in it. You got to truly just take a look at what you're putting inside of your body. Another thing is a lot of people eat fast food at least once a day, sometimes even more every single day. You got to realize that if you're putting this stuff that didn't exist 200 years ago into your body, your skin is not going to act the way it's supposed to act. It's obviously going to break out. Another thing that happens is a lot of people, they switch from this to this, they switch to Chipotle, Panda Express. They think that they're being healthier, which it is a little bit healthier, but you got to realize that it's filled with seed oils, and seed oils is going to destroy your gut. And when you have a bad gut, then you're going to have bad skin. And the only way to heal your gut is to eat the food that God intended us to eat. So don't eat anything that is filled with sugar, artificial chemicals, seed oils, or anything that didn't exist 200 years ago. It's quite literally simple. Have a whole foods diet. Literally every time you go into the grocery store, you want to be looking at your cart and asking yourself, are there ingredients in my cart that I cannot pronounce that weren't there 200 to 300 years ago? You always want to have as least amount of ingredients as possible. Like, take a look at this. You have ground beef, you have garlic, you have butter, you have bread, sourdough bread. You got to be careful because a lot of the breads are filled with BS ingredients, potatoes. Just make sure that your cart is filled with good food that God made. Remember, God made this food, not a laboratory. When you're eating food that a laboratory made, you're going to have bad skin. Clean oil. The best oils that you need to have in your diet: avocado oil, olive oil, coconut oil. Just avoid anything that has to do with seed oils. Your diet should consist of steak, eggs, fruit, honey, carbs, rice, sourdough bread, potatoes, just whole food diet. This is literally one of the best meals right here. When you have steak for the healthy cholesterol, eggs for the healthy cholesterol as well, a bunch of vitamins, a bunch of nutrients. Avocado is extremely good for you. Have all of this stuff, change your diet, and I promise you that your skin is going to be so much better. This is literally the most important thing. You could literally not watch the rest of this video. However, the second part is also extremely important. But this is literally all you need to know to have clear skin. It's so simple, yet so many people do not do it. Before I get to part 2 of this video, I highly recommend you go and download my non-toxic life protocol in the description. It's going to give you a lot more things that you need to avoid in your life to make sure your hormones are in check, to make sure your gut health is good, to make sure overall your testosterone, your health is very good and operating at a high level. All right, the second thing is going to be skincare. You see, when I went straight to the dermatologist, he told me that I need to get a better skincare. I tried quite literally hundreds of products. I'm not even joking when I'm saying that I've spent probably $1,000 at least on skincare. I tried everything on the market, and the only thing that it was doing to me was stripping my natural oils, drying my skin, clogging my skin. All of these things, when you're putting a bunch of things on yourself, again, the same question arises. Did this stuff exist for ancient humans? The answer is no. Hundreds of weird chemicals were not being put on random people's faces to try to improve their skin. They had natural skin because they had natural food back then. All this stuff as well, all of these chemicals is going to disrupt your endocrine system, which is going to make you more unhealthy. And the more unhealthy you are, the worse skin you're going to have because, like I said, your skin is your largest organ, it's part of your body. So don't fall for the scam of another mighty chemical serum to save you. It's not going to do anything. I promise you that the only thing it's going to do is disrupt your natural oils. What you need to use instead, and what I use, is water for cleanser. So I rinse my face with water every morning, every night, and then I apply beef tallow. Beef tallow has a similar structure to our skin's oil. So when you're putting this, it's not going to clog your skin. It's going to actually moisturize your skin. It's going to be antibacterial. All of these things is what you need to put on your skin. Beef tallow, if you have honey in it, that's even better. Natural stuff that you could pronounce, natural stuff that you know at the top of your head what it is. If you look at the back of this and you look at a random ingredient, you're going to see some long chemical name that you don't even know about. But when you take a look at this ingredient list, beef tallow, okay, that comes from beef fat. We got beeswax, that comes from bees. And we got honey, also from bees. This is so simple, so easy, but I promise you this is what also changed my skin. Remember, ancient humans never used skincare. This is all the only two changes that you need to do. The only two things to go from this to this clear skin: diet and skincare. It really is that simple. Yes, so many people online are going to tell you that you need to have a moisturizer, you need to have a sunscreen in the morning, you need to do this and this and this. I promise you this. Do these two things. Just listen to what I am telling you because I've tried everything. I've watched countless videos. I've went to countless dermatologists, all of them telling me the same thing, all of them prescribing me with another serum, another cream, and none of that worked. I had flaky, dry skin at one point, and I had extremely oily skin at another point. It's all just destroying your skin. Do these things, and you will have clear skin. That is all for this one. Remember to get my free product, link in description. Subscribe for more. I got a lot of videos coming out about health. I'm exposing everything because I've literally been brainwashed, and you will probably have been brainwashed as well. Subscribe for more. See you.